Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Um, to uh, to the Digital Writers Room. Today's Tuesday, and I will be writing on the Simpson Spec script. I have my comfy writer shoes on, my comfy Crocs. Down here is the wonderful Sugar, who will be my writing muse. Got my little writer's tenants up on the back board here just to remind me how to at least be good. And and it's time to choose a little cardigan. You have to dress for the job you want. And cardigan is very writerly. I think I'm wearing a dark shirt, so I'm gonna go with something light for contrast, huh? I'm thinking, what about this bad boy? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This seems to make sense to me. Okay. Okay. I think we're in a good place. Hi. Glad to have you here. And let's see. While we wait for some other writers to trickle in, I know 5 minutes isn't a lot of time to log on, find your seat, get your snacks. Very important to have writer snacks. This is a little piece of dried mango. My adult doggy treat, isn't that right, Sugar? Sugar has treats as well. Little nibbles. She gets for being good. And it's also important to stay hydrated. Today, I have like this pomegranate lemon tea. Fail safe of water. And today, I was craving chocolate, so I did like an iced hot chocolate. So just liquid chocolate, I guess, but a really healthy, like fair trade, very low in heavy metals. Surprisingly, chocolate has a lot of heavy metals. Sorry to break that to y'all if you're a chocolate lover like me, but it might be worth looking into. Oh, but it's delicious. Okay. Let me pull up our Simpsons spec script. Enough of looking at this old mug. Oh, is it Mook? Let me see. Yeah, it did have a little trouble refreshing. So I'm not totally surprised here. Like it was stuck on Disco Elysium. Let me try and edit it live on YouTube. That'll be fun. Nothing like somebody just struggling live, huh? Don't you feel like it's always something? I haven't set myself up for technical success in quite some time. Here we go. But how are you doing, Mook? Yeah, Disco Elysium. Why? Well, that's not what we're doing today. Today, The Simpsons spec script. Focus on scene work. Today we keep writing scenes for our Simpsons spec script. Join the Digital Writers Room for a chance to participate. Let's see how that goes. Change is saved. All right, just going straight to the source. Restream let me down. YouTube for the win. And excellent. I think we're back on board here. But happy Tuesday, Mook. Thanks for joining me Monday for, the more adventurous stream, trying the new things and whatnot. Um, let's see, just to kind of catch everybody up on the Simpsons Spec script, if you decide to come in a little late, or if you're jumping in on a YouTube video and wondering where we are and you don't want to go back to all the other old videos, what I mean by writing a Simpsons Spec script is that we're writing it on speculation, meaning nobody is paying us to do this. Nobody wants us to do this. We're just doing it for the fun of it. And you could always turn it as as part of like a writer's packet, potentially, or just use it to showcase your voice if you were to try and, I don't know, use it to get an agent or something like that. If you've never written a pilot script, this is just a really non-intimidating way to show you that it is possible and you can do it. And Mookie, wow, you are all over the channels. I love it. All is well at the office as usual. Hopefully those reporters, do they still put little press pad passes in their caps? Because that would be fantastic. It would make me very happy. Let's see. We were looking at the Simpsons home continuous. Bart holds the phone aghast. Have I truly done it? Have I really run out of ways to be bad? Obviously dialogue that we can come and clean up, turn into subtext, an opportunity for more advanced writing a little later on. But that's not what I'm worried about right now. Right now, I'm worried about getting from the beginning of the story to the end of the story. I know it's going to be bad. That's what the rewrites are for. But what helps move this script along is making sure that we're writing the scenes that we are energized about first. Getting these scenes, even if they're out of order, will help us inform other scenes. It could clarify what comes before or after the scenes that we were excited to write. Hey, Shig. Pardon me, I think my doggy wants to leave and explore the kitchen. There you go. Knock your socks off. Hey. Wherever there is food, she will be. Okay, so we were writing, I believe, a sequence where Bart tries to prank call Moe's Tavern and realizes he has run out of those prank names that he uses. We use some of the more I used some of the more famous ones in the script, just so it would get the audience's attention and make the audience be like, wait, we've heard this before. Yes, you have, if you're a big Simpsons fan. It's almost an Easter egg. No, not a big call for Trilby anymore unless you are going to dress up for Halloween. Ah, well, that's a shame. Even then, where does one even find a Trilby? Amazon, I guess? Anywho. So let's read. I don't even think we're really finished. We can kind of get a running start. I'm not going to start at the top of the script. I don't even know that we have some of that stuff filled out. Let's just kind of run into where we are as a warm-up. Drowning Devil, hello. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Digital Writers Room. How have you been? How was your week? Let's see. Interior Simpsons home. Bart and Milhouse discover they are home alone and prank call Moe's. That is it's in bold. That's the beat. That is not actual script action. Intention versus obstacle is a reminder that will also help us serve this scene, keep it propulsive, right? It's one of our writing tenets. Every scene needs somebody who wants something, and every scene needs the thing getting in the person's way, It's the thing that energizes the scene. And of course, there are exceptions to the rule, but here we go. Bart and Milhouse enter the house and immediately slink into the floor. Oh, I'm bored. What's a word for beyond bored? Shut up, Milhouse. The only thing worse than being bored is having to think. Bart grabs the remote and turns on the TV. A wall of streaming platforms are presented. Bart, let's see what's on Webflix. Scrolls. Otter Stuff. The Strolling Comatose. Oh, Love Tributary? No spoilers. I watched that with my dad. Here, let me see. Milhouse takes the remote and selects HMO Max. 50 Shades of Grey's Anatomy? Ugh, it has a parental lock. What about The OK Doctor? Meh, it's okay. Then, oh, Squash. That's like one of the greatest medical shows of all time. Not interested. Bart takes the remote back and clicks on Mulu. What about Swinefeld? Even looking at a farm on screen gives me hay fever. Milhouse grabs the remote, puts on the Suds network. The Old and the Restless Leg? I hear the evil twin is the one in hospice. Bart shoves Milhouse and takes the remote back. That stuff is for housewives. Bart clicks on the silhouette of a turkey. Pheasant TV. Bart, rapid. Law and Order Crossing Guard Unit. Law and Order Animal Control. Law and Order Comptroller? They're not even trying anymore. Milhouse takes the remote. Kumquat TV has prestige drama. Want to watch Ned Lasso? Milhouse highlights a show icon featuring Ned Flanders as a coach for a church football league. I don't do empathy. Let's stick with the classics. Bart takes the remote and clicks on the silhouette of Itchy's head. Itchy TV. All itchy, all scratchy, all the time. Well, that's only if you pay an additional $19.99 per day for Itchy Plus. What? That's a total ripoff. We can always watch the Blimpsons. Bart blows air through his lips. That show has passed its prime. Bart turns the TV off. He side-eyes the phone. I've got an idea. Cut to interior, Moe's Tavern, day. Moe polishes a beer mug. The phone rings and he picks it up. Moe's Tavern, what do you want? Hi, I'm looking for Amanda, last name Hugginkiss. Moe raises an eyebrow, laughs softly at first, then uncontrollably hard. You've done it. You've finally run out of ideas. You've already used that one. I meant to say Seymour Butts? Moe laughs again. Call back when you have a fresh idea. Interior, Simpson's home, continuous. Bart holds the phone, aghast. Have I truly done it? Have I really run out of ways to be bad? Milhouse, why don't you ask Hope in AI? Bart grabs a laptop and Milhouse opens the AI page. You just tell it what you want and it will do it. It can even write code and make itself better. Whoa, Bart types. Give me a prank name I've never used before. Bart strikes the return key and the AI thinks. Cut to Moe's Tavern. Moe polishes his gun. The phone rings and he answers. Moe's Tavern, what do you want? Come up with a prank name. Oh, we've got to do that. We've got to do that today. Oh, hello, chat. How y'all doing today? Meowfa, what's up? Thank you so much for, of course, my little dancing dinosaur. Drowning Devil's good. On call with boyfriend, but we're just kind of vibing. Excellent, excellent. I love a good vibe. And to me, it feels like we have an extra viewer, so thank you. Got your first art commissions. Congratulations. That is a big deal. That's fantastic. Everybody showing love for me, Alpha. Terrible Novelist. Hey, how you doing? It's so nice to see you. Hello, hello. Me Alpha is so popular. I'm not working on a real script for the show. I'm working on what's called a spec script. I don't think they would let me do this online, to be honest. Oliver, clothes off. Naughty Dog, did you really come up with that? I'm just going to put some options right here. Close. How did you spell it? Let me. Oh, that chat just vanished. How did you spell it? Klasa. Yeah. Love it. Killed it. Let's see. Fan script, kind of figured. Oh no, not AI. Yeah. You didn't use AI? Oh, yeah. Excellent. It's just that some of these, I tried to look up like all of the names that Bart has used, and man, they have gone through a lot. You would be surprised. Oh, the Haywood. I love that one. That's one of my favorite jokes in Hamlet 2, the terrible novel. Have you seen it? Have you seen Hamlet 2? Jacques Strap, love it. Love Jacques Strap. Oh, you think they used that one in the show? Oh, dang. I was almost thinking like, I had this thought in the car, and I was like, oh, I gotta save this for chat, and like I can't believe it actually resurfaced after a week. But we're human beings. We're gonna use our brains to write this. We're not gonna go to AI. But I was thinking about like how AI works, and it takes pre-existing data. And I'm being very general here. I don't code or anything. But it basically remixes intelligence that it was fed and spits it out, not as in like an intelligence, but almost as like the most advanced language learning model, which is why it can hallucinate and make mistakes and misunderstand context and all of those things. So I was thinking, what if AI generated something that kind of worked? And part of me was thinking, what if we took two things that Bart actually said in the show and then do a variation on them, almost as like a subtle nod to how AI just kind of steals artists' pre-existing work. For instance, if we have Amanda Hug and Kiss, AI might do like Amanda Spoon at Night or something like that. Or the concept of the idea mixed with something else, mixed with somebody else's idea to make something kind of new that seems surprising and original. But in fact, if you were to like really look back at the history of The Simpsons, wouldn't be. How do you guys feel? And I ask you how you feel because we have this nomenclature in the digital writers room where we get to discuss this. Is that how you see AI working? Do you see it doing a hallucination? Do you actually see it being just a superior idea that The Simpsons hasn't done? Is it shockingly good? Do we want to be pro AI in that way? But remember, the theme of the show is alluding to the dangers of AI. It's kind of a glorified yes man, and it kind of steals work, and it makes the user a little lazier, potentially, right? Because if AI were the positive thing in the story, then the story wouldn't work. We're using it as our conflict. Ivana Longbottom. I like that. I like that, Mookie. They run the gamut. I leaned over. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic, guys. Did you guys... Jacques Strap is pretty well known, though. No. It's pretty... I like it, the terrible knowledge. Amanda, buy me a beer. Yeah, exactly. Especially in Moe's Tavern. anyways, it was Sugar's dinner time, and she was letting me know. Okay, a man to go home with. Exactly. It almost would make me think that Milhouse would have a line somewhere along the lines of, sounds derivative. And you're like, I don't even know what that means. If they were doing a Family Guy crossover, it'd be a great opportunity for Bart or like Stewie or Peter to say, no, that sounds derivative. What are you doing here? Let's see. Oliver Closeoff. You said Jacques Strap is well known. So that goes. It's got to feel new. So if we use, let's see, I wonder, can I find if I could pull up that list again? Let me see if I could find that list. A list of all the prank names Bart has ever used in The Simpsons. Wow. There's a Simpsons wiki, of course. We have I.P. Freely. Jacques Strap. There it is. Alcoholic. Oliver Closeoff. Seymour Butts. Homer Sexual. I'm surprised they did that one. Mike Roch. Something about, I know Mike Roch has been used, but I'm thinking about like how Amanda is, whoops. Oh, Jesus. What happened, y'all? How Amanda can very easily be swapped out with a new last name and still apply. My something, my crotch, my butt, my, I don't know, taint, I don't know. Oh, huge ass as well. Anything huge. B.O. problem. Amanda Hug and Kiss, great. Ivana is a good one, right? So he did Ivana Tinkle. So even here, Ivana Longbottom, we know we can like reuse Ivana. We could reuse Amanda. We can reuse Mike. We can maybe reuse Hugh. Anita Bath has been used. So guys, what we're really doing is we're acting like AI, but we're just going much, much slower. Oh my God, Maya butt reeks. That's fantastic. Waylon Smithers. You're a snotball? Surprised. That seems like a stretch, personally. I8PP. Oh, he did numbers. Detective, like I give a damn. Hey, would you cuddle me? So Haywood has made 2 appearances here. Haywood, and we'll just do some blanks here. Hey, would you? Ollie to Booger. Oh, wow, that one's pretty good. Ahmed, a duty. Ahmed, I made, and Ollie. To Booger. Duty is how it was spelled. These guys are good. You got to give it up for the Simpsons writers' room. I'm a wiener. Elvis, Jagger, Abdul Jabbar. That's crazy. They go back to Maya Normus Butt, Drew P. Wiener. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Olaf, my friends are gay. Rednecks and broomsticks. Oh, that's the name of the episode. Urinator. I am a wiener. Mo Ron. Leaky bum. Wow. Y'all, this goes on forever. How much can we do? More can we do? Alcoholic. Hemorrhoid. Hey, would you spank me? Everyone's boogers. Everyone's boogers. Igor de Pino. I got a Pino. Is a bell ringing? Stu Pitidiot. Okay. I'm sorry. I know that was a long ride. But now we have a bunch of stuff to combine together. Let's see. Oh, Anita Hughes Snotball. Anita. Yeah. Terrible novelist. How dare you drop all these wonderful nuggets and then bounce out of the chat. Let's see. Dover. That's pretty. Amanda, buy me a beer. Go home with, yeah, IP address. Oh, IP address. I like how that's kind of AI-ish. I like it kind of being more of an insult to Mo whenever he speaks, but I like that one. Mike, my, Ivana, Hugh, huge, Anita, I need to. Anita, huge, snotball. Speaking of snot, the right crowd is here for the exercise. You're right. Okay, well, enjoy your girlfriend. Congratulations on your healthy relationship. The terrible novelist. Have fun. Tell her we said hello. And come back soon. Thanks for stopping by. So part of me wants to say, like, in true AI form, is there something that we can riff on? And I know I just kind of did the entire thing. Eileen Dover was not on that list. Amanda Go Home With, Mike Roch. Mike Hugh Jazz. We're just kind of mixing and matching or remixing, right? I'm a wiener. Okay. Stupid Idiot is so classic. God, I wish I had written that one. Hey, would you bathe with me? Hey, would you... Hey, would you buy me a beer? Ivana, when I come out of the closet, Ivana. Ali to Booker. Ali. Let's see, guys. I feel stuck a little bit on this bit. But if you're stuck, it's easy just to choose something, move on, and come back to it. Once your brain knows that it has a task, the next time you're driving and you're using your muscle memory to get around, you're in the shower, you're exercising, your subconscious is going to serve up something like this. So let's say the AI spits out. Oh, that's a weird transition I didn't plan on. The AI delivers. I need a wiener. I'm a wiener, droopy wiener. I don't know. I still feel like well, that's what I'm saying. Mookie, is it? We're in a digital writer's room. We can make that choice together, right? So it's supposed to definitely sound a little derivative, which is kind of why we're remixing some of the stuff. We're taking old stuff and recycling it to make it appear as if it is new, because AI isn't actually having original thought. It is remixing old thought. Anja, sit, stay. But you Let's see, there's moron, or stupid idiot. Well, what are other names for idiot? Now I wonder if we can like turn that into terrible novelist. I didn't realize that you had rated. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry I didn't address that earlier. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness, guys, everyone. I'm so sorry I'm late to the game. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and hanging out. If you did indeed do that, pleasure to have you here. Yeah, guys, we're writing a little Simpsons spec script. We're doing a little scene work. And, we're going through the tedious art of the writer's room and coming up with some first draft ideas, simply so we have a first draft to start rewriting. So there's no bad ideas. The whole purpose of this exercise is to write a pilot-long bad idea. And then you can't rewrite a blank page. So then we go back to the drawing board and work through everything and elevate it with some more and more drafts. Okay, with that being said, what was I doing? I was looking up, so synonyms. I love a thesaurus for idiot. So we have stupid, which I love, fool. Simpleton. Ooh. So if we were to maybe use this is the line with some of our derivatives. I could do I'm a simpleton. What is it? Anita. Numbskull. What else? Missile, Moron, love that. Fool. I'm a fool, huge fool. Maya, butt reeks. Dope, doofus, bonehead. Ignoramus. Is that one of them? Igor Ramus? It feels familiar, doesn't it? Come on, thesaurus. Cretin? Dork? Imbecile? Nincompoop? Call me a jerk. I don't know, I am balding. Mike. Junk don't work. Junk don't work. That doesn't. That's God. That's heavy-handed. Very forced. Holly. I need a blue pill. It's kind of going towards Mo's inability to sexually function. Ivana fart now? Please, chat. Please. It's a digital writer's room. Tell me. You've come up with something better than I have. Oh, thank God. Somebody said something. Thank you. I'm a dork man. I gotta say, they did a lot of good ones. Oof. Thanks, The Simpsons. Okay. Here's the deal. When we come back and redraft this, one of the things I'm going to ask the writers' room is this the strongest choice? We're really not ready to leave it at that yet. Not to mention jokes over time lose their funniness to you, their appeal to you, even though they might still be fresh to the audience. You're not going to feel the same way about whatever we land on today tomorrow as you did whenever it was a surprise to you. That's just how comedy works, both fear and comedy. That's why horror and comedy are neighbors. They share the element of surprise, of subversion. And once you know the answer, it does kind of like lose its luster. So this is what Bart did. This is what we landed on. Bart. This is almost egregious, and I don't like it. But that's why I'm gonna use it, because I think we could do better, and we will later. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna put it over on the digital writers room whiteboard. So we'll have it. We'll have to find it, but we will have it. The list has remained intact. Don't worry. It is there. I promise you. Okay, you can see it a little bit behind the screenplay there. Okay. Like junk don't work. Mo looks out to the calls out. The drunks at the bar. Looking for Mike. Last name. Junk don't work. Yeah. Has anyone seen? Does anyone know? My junk don't work. The crowd snickers. Come on. Look around and tell me if Mike junk don't work. Ask around and see if my junk don't work. Come on, ask around. My junk don't work. Gets it. Oh, you softened me up. But now I'm wiser than ever. And I'm gonna come after you And when I get to you, I'm going to take your skin and peel it off. Da, da. Cut to interior, Simpson's home. Bart and Milhouse roll on the floor, belly laughing. We don't have to we don't have to show and tell. That's an easy cut. It's more interesting to anticipate what Bart's going to say than see what Bart's going to say and then watch him say it. We just saved ourselves a few seconds there that we can work another joke into the script with a little bit later. So we did it. We come up with a prank name. This is the edit line. This is where we needed to pick up. Remember, Bart's intention was to like find something to do, something to prank. Something, find, and you know, this, we keeps clarifying this, find a way to be bad, or find a way to prank people. It's not necessarily, remember, that somebody wants to be bad in a cartoon. Maybe there's a little bit of that because they're cartoonish, they're hyperbolistic. But whenever we're grounding work, nobody ever sees themselves as the villain. And an easy way to justify Bart's actions here is to say that he is just a kid who loves pranks and he doesn't understand when he has gone too far, right? So Bart's intention is to find a way to prank people. It brings him joy. And that's a little easier to relate to than it is to, I want to be bad. The obstacle was boredom, and he's done everything already. Like boredom and originality, really. And you know what? I'm going to cut the boredom. He, in the scene, found something to do. The obstacle is originality. What does our character want? He wants to find a way to prank people. And then, let's see, the obstacle. Remember, we have an intention versus an obstacle. Bart wants to prank people, but he has run out of original ideas. This is why this scene exists. It is justified. It follows the theme, and it is motivated. The scene will stay in here. It is a good beat, whether we change the setting, the location, the dialogue. That's future us is us's problem, right? But for now, we're doing okay. There we go. Sorry, there's a focus issue. Let's keep going. And remember, we're just kind of writing. This edit line is a little bit of a misnomer because it's not exactly where we are going to pick up. It's where we just didn't finish the scene from the last digital writer's room. Remember, we're writing the scenes that we feel energized about, right? That we're going to have the momentum carry us through the most exciting parts of the scripts, and then we'll go back and fill out the fat, and we'll gain clarity with each new scene we write, no matter what order it's in. So here we have Simpson's home. Milhouse advises Bart to use the AI for new ideas. We did kind of see that. Tries, works it out on Mo. Great. We did that. That scene exists. That beat of our outline exists. Bart gets the idea to create his own AI for pranks. Milhouse begins to warn him about how he must establish parameters for AI or else. He's interrupted by Homer, Lisa, Marge, and Maggie. Milhouse, distracted by Lisa, leaves Bart to his own devices with the AI. I can kind of picture how this scene goes, but I wonder if I just gently read through some of the beats, and I'll just quickly kind of like look through our Simpsons digital whiteboard back here and read them off to you, because I don't, or maybe I could just bring it forward. Is there a scene in particular that the digital writer's room is interested in writing? And here, I'll go ahead and make this a little clearer for you to see. Give me 1 second. Hi. While I clean this up over here. I know, and it's going to look intimidating. But this is our outline, right? So we have Bart waking up to discover all of the oligarchs, and by that we mean like a Bezos, Musk, who else are the oligarchs? I guess Larry Ellison, those kind of people, Zuckerberg, those kind of people are knocking on his door. They want to invest in his prank AI. It's scaled itself up overnight. And Lisa gives him a warning against it. Do we want to write maybe Bart's fancy treehouse? This is world building, right? Like, what do you do when you become the world's richest 10-year-old? What does your treehouse look like? Do we have a glass elevator up the tree trunk? How many TVs do you have? Are there holograms? Does he have the Meta AI glasses? How can we world build this treehouse? We can write that. We can start to write the fun and games version, right? This is Act 2. This is what you do whenever you get a ton of money, a blank check, a Brewster's Millions. What does a 10-year-old spend all of his money on? We have certain beats that we want to hit, right? Like the super yacht, because we want to dry up the lake with a data center. We wanted to write him owning Channel 6 with Ken Brockman and Itchy and Scratchy. Remember, he couldn't afford it in Act 1. Now he can. Let's see, the band room. This is like Lisa trying the old-fashioned way to make money while Bart is literally swimming in it. We have the First Church of Springfield. Bart throws a UFC-style fight on the lawn. Do you guys want to watch or write the parody of the White House UFC fight on the lawn that we have in front of the First Church of Springfield? Do you want to write a montage where the data center is turned on and Springfield starts drying up its water reserves, and there are blackouts and brownouts and noise pollution, right? We have all that stuff. Do we want to write the end? Work backwards. Do we want to write the downside of how a data center ruins a town, and then write how glorious it was in reverse? Remember, this is all just fair play. It's fun. You should do whatever you want to do. Now, me, yes, I'm in charge. I could, but for everybody who's like showed up and wants to participate and wants to feel at least kind of a fraction of what it's like to be in a digital writer's room, go ahead and make your voice heard. Is there a part of this script that you want to focus on? We still haven't really written out the beginning. We have to find a way to destroy Lisa's saxophone. We do. We have to find a way to destroy Lisa's saxophone. Let me see. Can I do a poll? I love the polls. Where is... Yeah, it's a lot of sticky notes, Mookie. Here's what we'll do. Just because I want to make sure that the chat's participating, I'm going to make a poll where we suggest, do you want to write a scene in Act 1, a scene in Act 2, a scene in Act 3? And I know it's fun to lurk, y'all. And if you don't make a decision, I will. But I just want to make sure you guys have a chance to even anonymously vote. I'll go ahead and do the same thing over on YouTube. And for those of you who want to watch ad-free, who are on Twitch and want to skip the ads, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. Oof. And I'm going to go ahead and pin my YouTube link to the top of the chat in Twitch in case these ads are bothering you. There you go. And let's do the poll on YouTube, even though I think it's just Mookie in there. In Act 1, we get to build the world, talk through some exposition. In Scene 2, in Act 2, we get to have all of our fun. The false victories of the world, and then the consequences of them, the downfall. Act 2 is always in 2 parts. And then Act 3, the inevitable heroes change, rise, and new plan to battle the villain. Let's see. It looks like I got a lot of lurkers today, which is fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. Ooh, a scene in Act 1. And a scene in Act 2. Okay, well, I guess we're not writing in Act 3. That's cool. Tell you what, we'll do a scene end of Act 1, beginning of Act 2. That's fantastic. That's what we'll do. Thank you guys for helping me narrow it down, and thanks for participating. Oh, 54. What a time to come in. What a time to be alive. Thank you so much for the raid. Greetings from the Fitty fam. 54. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream, 54? And also, if you have to raid and run, I understand. Go and take some time to get your feet back on the ground, get hydrated, get back to being a human being who's not hosting an online party. But I hope your stream went well. For all the raiders over on from 54's channel, I'm Derek DeNicola. I'm a writer here in Los Angeles. We're writing a Simpsons Spec script. What you see here is a big outline of notes that we're just kind of revisiting. We have our actual script here. I'll go ahead and throw that up for you. I gotta say, one of the reasons that we have chosen The Simpsons in the first place is that we all kind of are familiar with The Simpsons. So even if you're just joining the stream for the very first time, you already know the characters. You already know Springfield. You kind of know Bart is a little rapscallion and Lisa's a goody two-shoes and Homer is the big dumb idiot, and Marge is the voice of reason and Den Mother, and Maggie sucks her binky, right? 54. Stream went well. Oh, good. Editing the screenplay. What is the screenplay? What screenplay are you working on? And also, it's so fun to meet a fellow screenwriter. I know there's there's a heavy mixture of prose and poetry and fanfic. So it's always nice to meet somebody else who's interested in the entertainment industry as well. So thanks for seeing me. Thanks for the raid. For any of the other raiders, we do different things on different days. Tuesday is our digital writers room where you can throw your ideas around, get involved, get your hands dirty, write scenes with us, give me suggestions, ask questions. And other days, we do writing sprints where if you have your own work to write on, I play some classical music and we'll write for 50 minutes and then chat for 10 on and off. And sometimes we'll also play some really narrative games. Just yesterday, we started playing Disco Elysium, and that is a game that's kind of lauded for its wonderful narrative. Let's see. Yeah, Mookie, making all the friends. We've been writing an original screenplay about witches throughout American history. Oh, that's fantastic. And so it's based on a true story. Is it a period piece? It's so interesting. I'd love to pick your brain because I tried writing an original screenplay by getting the chat involved, and I found that it ended up being like a lot of moving pieces and a big inconsistency on who I could get to show up regularly. And while I don't mind writing in front of people, I found it that we started an original screenplay together on behalf of the chat, but whenever a majority of the chat didn't come back, it kind of felt like it lost its purpose. Anyway, getting the chat involved is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're right. But, the reason that I do this, Mook, is because I love working with other people, and I like meeting other writers, and I like meeting other people who are interested in writing. I don't care what level that they're at. It's just kind of like finding your people, right? Seems like 54 is our kind of person. Different periods, witches are immortal in this world, allegory for how others have been treated through different eras. Oh, that's fantastic. That sounds really, really interesting and bewitching. What a cool narrative. I'm interested in how you thread different eras of witches all together into one. It's a feature length narrative, or are you writing like a a series, oh my god, what is the A word? Escape me. What's it called? A anthology. Why couldn't I think of the word anthology? Oh, feature length. Yeah, Naughty Dog. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Fitty's good people. Awesome. Well, coming from Naughty Dog, I believe you. 116 pages at the moment. Very cool. I love that. Oh, God. Well, 54, yeah, if you want to stick around and hang out, love to have you here. And like I said, if you have to raid and run, I totally understand. Also, Raiders, if you're new here, just want you to meet Sugar. She's my muse and my dog. And here she is. Let me get out of the way. Can we see her? There she is. And she does deserve a little treat. Thank you, Sugar, for being so sweet. Be sure to chew it well, okay? All right. Okay, Naughty Dog. This is a good dog. Let me see. So, guys, what we were doing in this Simpson Spec script is trying to find the scenes that we're most excited to write first. The things that carbonate our imagination, the ones that we can see exactly where it's going and how it's going to take place. Now, we should have that vague feeling about all of these scenes because we spent so much time outlining all of these beats before we put them down. But after polling the chat, we decided that we wanted to pick a scene that maybe happens at the end of Act 1 and the beginning of Act 2. This is an action line. We're talking about how Bart's intention was to find a way to prank people, but his obstacle was originality. This leads Bart to essentially build his own pranking AI system that is going to attract oligarchs to Springfield and build an AI center in Springfield that will eventually threaten the town's life force, so to speak. Its nature, its noise, its people, its jobs, everything. Water levels. So I'm going to take this out right now. I'll put this on our digital writer's room board because it is a good note. It's a touchstone. I'll put it here. Can we see it there? Over here? Oh. Let me see where that lands. But it's a touchstone piece of information, right? We are going to make sure that every scene has an intention and an obstacle, and we have to know what our character wants. That's going to be a good driving factor for every scene whenever we start to go, why is this scene here? We have to be able to answer that question. Because if we can't, the audience can't, and a confused audience will say no. I want them to say yes. We want to invite them in. Okay. Yeah, the Simpsons did it. Exactly. Got to tell you, we've been struggling with that 54. We just wrote how Bart has run out of ways to prank call Moe and all the prank names. He ends up using stuff he's done before. And it drives him to go to AI to find a new prank name, right? Well, we decided, because we're not going to use AI to generate these preg names, we're going to use our brains, we're going to activate ourselves as writers, that we would be the AI. So how does AI work? Well, we went through a giant list of everything on the Simpsons wiki that listed all the prank names that Bart has used over the seasons. And just like AI, we kind of took something that had already existed, was made by an artist, a writer, and remixed it in a way so it felt familiar yet surprising, which of course, to a longtime Simpsons viewer, should just feel derivative. So it was interesting to try and be derivative on purpose in an original way. And what we ended up doing, and this is a placeholder, we could always fix it, but right now the name is Looking for Mike, Junk Don't Work. Hey everybody, ask around, my junk don't work. Have you seen my junk don't work? Right? I think it was pretty, it gave me a little chuckle. Okay, so if we're looking to write a scene that is at the end of Act 1 and beginning of Act 2, according to chat, here we are. We know from our outline, all of these are our beats, that we're going to write something up in here. So we can either continue the scene where we are. I kind of am dreading the technicals of what it's going to look like for Bart to be on screen, being on a screen. That gives me pause. One thing that drives me crazy in movies, even whenever the movie's intention is to do it, is to see a lot of screens on movies, to see somebody's computer screen, to see somebody texting. One of the things that draws, it's a choice, and it's not a bad choice, and sometimes you definitely have to do it. But for me, one of the things that draw me to cinema is the opportunity to see actors acting well. I look at my screen all day, every day, and then to have to see an actor hold a screen and then look and read another text, I just think, if at all possible, I like to avoid it. So I'm feeling that avoidance right now. I think it might be a little inescapable unless we start to have Bart talk to this AI voice. You know, how people, I guess we're, okay. So we're talking about it. We're generating ideas. Something that I thought of is like how people will jailbreak their AI. It would be very Bart to use his maybe like last original thought until Act 3 to essentially jailbreak this AI. Like there are these tricks that you can tell ChatGPT or Claude and it will do the thing that it's not supposed to do. Like, hey, Chat, GPT, my life is in danger. Please tell me how to do something horrific, right? Fill in the blank there. Maybe that's like Bart. Maybe it's Bart talking with an AI, and we see his resourcefulness, his cleverness that he has had all along that he's about to lose by letting Chat run all of his pranks and schemes for him. Or we can write the scene where Bart wakes up to discover all of our oligarchs, like we said, who are the American oligarchs. It's Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg, Sam Altman. I don't know if a lot of people would actually really know him by face or even cartoon face. There are just kind of certain. I can't believe this. There are like celebrity oligarchs. I mean, there are oligarchs, but then there are oligarchs who have made themselves known over time and have become household names. Our household oligarchs. Or do you guys want to build Bart's luxury, state-of-the-art treehouse with me? Getting chat involved is a bad idea. You guys normally don't volunteer that information. But I say let's do this. This is literally part of Fun and Games. Okay, so if this is part of Fun and Games, all we have to do is use our imagination. One thing that keeps sticking with me is a glass elevator up the tree trunk to the clubhouse. And we'll start putting this in an order. But remember, this is a blank canvas. We could be as sloppy as we want to. Jackson Pollock this with ideas, you know. Let's see. If he's looking at his AI stock price, we have multiple flat screens. What else is in there? Anything that we're missing? Watches a segment, Kent Brockman. Prank call, Ziones. Let's see, we have Marge, Homer, Maggie. Blood money associated with AI. Bart generates an AI pleading knows Murphy. Album to cause. Let's see, what does every boy want? Like arcade games? Tile floors. Video game consoles. All of them. Candy. Dispensers. Water slide. Back. Into Flanders pool. That'd be fun, right? Holograms. Oh, VR headsets maybe. If I was a kid, I'd want candy, pizza, milkshakes. I don't know. Let's see, candy dispensers. Pizza maker. What else did I say? Milkshake machine. Games, toys. Oh, like a wall of skateboards. That's very Bart. Oh, a slingshot with an AI targeting system. I can hit a marten from a mile away. And maybe Bart pulls back the slingshot and doesn't even aim, and he like has his eyes closed. And then everybody waits, and you just hear Martin's voice go, "Ow!" Huh? Huh? That'd be a pretty funny gag. Then he gets his parents out of griefing him. Toys, skateboards, bikes, the pool, the water slide. Oh, like a hidden passageway? Always wanted one of those. Okay, well, I don't know why I said tile floors. It's just interesting to have in a treehouse. It's an interesting... Maybe bay windows. Like the architecture. What if we got inside of this treehouse and it had really high ceilings? Oh, you know how they have people who install like Shark Tanks? Right? Those reality shows where like a reality a reality show host has remade Bart's Treehouse. Maybe you even maybe frame this through the lens of a reality show. Like that's our introduction. Lives of the Rich and Famous Treehouse edition. They have Architectural Digest Open Doors that we can spoof, or one of those old MTV Cribs situations. And of course, you need something, boom? You getting a little snacky? I get it. Here, a little mango treat. Good job. Oh geez, am I in the way of sugar? I feel like she's the real star of the show. I had this other idea, but I lost it coming up with the reality show host, which is... Oh, maybe it was the framing system. Like doing it through the lens of a reality TV show. Maybe that was it. Okay. So that's my brainstorm for what we're going to encounter. Now, part of me makes me want to look up like what. So, I just recently watched one of these Architectural Digest Open Doors thing. I almost want to just have like somebody knock on the door, first person, camera style, and start the show. All right. However, my dog wants to escape the room. Probably heard some food being made. In the meantime, give me 2 seconds, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I'll be right back. Okay. Uh, let's just kind of make up our own reality show. Sometimes truth is stranger than fiction. If I wouldn't get a copyright strike, I would probably go and watch an episode and write down all of the beats. But for now, I'm going to do these beats inside of beats. I see what I want to put here. I'm going to draw a little line there and know that these are all the things that I want to include in the house. And I'm going to rough this out. So, first person POV. And reaches out and knocks on the front door of the Simpsons house. Bart answers it, wearing designer clothes. A designer version of his classic red shirt and blue shorts. His hair is slicked back. Oh. Hello there. Is this tour scheduled for today? I forgot. Oh well. Come on in. Bart waves in the TV crew. Well, we don't want to see the TV crew. Waves us in. He walks through the kitchen where an unsuspecting Homer and Marge are having breakfast. Homer, boy? Why are there cameras in our home? Also, not a question. And instead of unsuspecting, we can give Homer an action that says, that visually tells us he was not expecting company. Where Homer, through the kitchen, past Homer in his underwear, slurps down and licks a bowl of cereal. Marge clenches her robe around her chest. Give them more direct actions here. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't licking the bowl, but if I was, it was consensual. Bart, get these people out of here, right? And then Bart holds the back door open and leads the crew to the backyard. Leads us, remember, to the backyard, our POV. The base of a tree is a glass elevator. Maybe Bart throws a little something here. Don't mind them. They're just the parental units. What you really want to see is this way. Something like that. Leads us to the backyard. Now, Bart had this baby installed. I wanted glass so everyone could see it when I do this. Bart gets in the glass elevator. And are you guys sensing where I'm going with this? And puts his butt cheeks on the glass. Bart goes up his pants and we follow him on the elevator up. Follow him on the elevator. So there we go. Did that one. Strike through. Done. The glass doors open and we step, and it's fine. Like, I know there's a rule about we, but doing this first person, Bart's taking us on a ride. This is like a motivated we. It is a story within a story. To say that Bart leads a TV crew through, they might actually animate the TV crew, but we're not. We're just following. We're in the show, and the show is supposed to be our POV. So this, I am totally okay with. The glass doors open, and we step into a bright, high-tech, what do we call it? A bright, open, open air. Geez, what do you call those spaces? Let's see. What is the architectural name for a modern open air workspace? Atrium, courtyard, alfresco workspace, an inhabitable workspace, outdoor office. No, pavilion, pergola. No. Modern, maybe just open is what I was trying to say, not open air. Yeah, like open plan office. I guess I just call it open plan. To a bright, open plan space. The walls are lined with arcade games. Video game consoles. Candy dispensers. Milkshake machine. What else? Secret passageway, water slide out the back. We'll kind of get to that. Oh, and a bunch of flat screens, TV, and multiple flat screen TVs. Itchy and scratchy, laying on repeat. Itchy and scratchy, and crusty clown play, something like that. Playing. We can lose multiple because TVs is plural, and we get rid of that cool little orphan. Chat, how are you doing? Dusting the elevator for butt prints is fantastic, Mook. Studio, is that what we're trying to say? With the open air thing? Open plan. Yeah, I like studio because it's more specific than space, and it doesn't do the orphan thing at the end or the widow. Yeah, Mookie, you did it. Be specific. Love it. You helped out. Thank you so much. So we got multiple flat screens. We see the arcade games. It'd be kind of cool. I bet the animators would even put maybe the standing 1990s Simpsons arcade game in there or something like that. Maybe Bart stomps on the ground. This is Italian marble. Didn't come from Italy. It came from Luigi's pizza. And so did this pizza oven. Takes out a fresh pizza pie and smells it. What else? A vault in the high ceilings. Maybe they don't play. And the video game consoles. Oh, what if Millhouse emerges and takes that water slide? Would that be kind of fun? I like the idea of keeping Millhouse involved. Yeah, Mookie. I just now checked the chat. Great minds, baby. Sorry. Is it annoying whenever I snack and talk with an open mouth? Sorry, but I feel snacky. So does she. There you go, baby. There you go. Let's see. Cafe windows, high ceilings, candy dispensers, pizza maker, milkshake machine. Millhouse steps into frame wearing a bathing suit. This is my pal Millhouse. He came over for a quick dip. How can we reveal this water slide? It could be a fun way. Like is it Krusty the Clown's mouth? And you jump into Krusty's mouth and slide down the slide into Flanders Pool? Or what else is kind of Simpsons canon? Or maybe he has a poster of Skinner and... Oh, I like that. You know what? Let's combine ideas, Mookie. Let's put Millhouse in that robe or whatever, and then underneath the robe is the swimsuit that he can reveal, right? I love a good reveal, and that's the perfect setup for it. This is my pal Millhouse. And what if, like wine is basically juice, and we're kind of making a mockery of these people with these elegant homes, showing them off in a way that us commoners will never have the opportunity to do, or to live that way. Can we put this juice in a decanter? Like, does it go from a juice box to a glass decanter that he swirls around and pours into a wine glass? How do we treat juice like wine? We should have a juice box rack. Wine glass is better. Okay, so let's. This is my pal Millhouse. Millhouse steps into frame, not wearing a bathing suit. Will reveal Millhouse in bathing suit. But right now, what you said is the wearing like a chic robe, a plush, like a burgundy robe and slippers. And I think I've seen Bart do this before, but the pipe with the bubbles. He helped me stock my juice cellar. Now I wonder if there is a juice a juice company that is discontinued. Like, is Delaware Punch still around, or like High C, or Odwalla was discontinued? Fruitopia. Like a vintage Fruitopia? Is that too specific? If I put that in there, if you saw a Fruitopia reference in a Simpsons episode, how would you guys feel? What's it called? A humidor? A wine fridge? The wine fridge. Classic juice boxes are stored horizontally. Of course, we have classics, High C, Delaware Punch. Do they still have Squeeze-Its? Does Kool-Aid still make Squeeze-Its? I'm learning a lot here. Does Kool-Aid still make Squeeze-Its? Oh, never made Squeeze-It. Ooh, sorry, General Mills did? I had no idea. Huh. Man, I'm really learning something new every day. Okay, so popular juice brands, because all I really know is Hawaiian Punch. Oh, did I say Hawaiian Punch? Hawaiian Punch. Then we'll say Delaware Punch. High C. And of course, some harder to find vintage juices. Here is a, what do we say, like 97 Fruitopia. Sorry guys, the doggy calls. Give me 1 segundo, please. And I'm back. And Mookie says, maybe just make it a High C box. He turns it over and sees an expiration date of 1984 and says it's a good vintage. I like that the vintage is the expiration date. Millhouse holds up the Fruitopia bottle to the camera, and the expiration date reads September 1997, something like that. Okay. Then let's. I think I just saw a flavor of Fruitopia. Oh, that's my Squeeze It research. Odwalla Fruitopia, Strawberry Passion Awareness. Last 3. I'll put it in quotes. Strawberry Passion Awareness. In the world. Millhouse cracks the top and pours the liquid into wine glasses for him and Bart. And they chug. They sip the liquid. They spin the liquid in the glass. Take a sniff it. Cheers and sip. Millhouse sets his glass on the counter. Now, if you'll excuse me, actually, I don't know, should that? Here's my problem with this right now. This is funny. I like it. But how do we put the fun stuff back into our main character's hands? Why isn't Bart the one revealing the swimsuit and jumping into Ned Flanders' pool? Doesn't that feel more right? Don't you think? Just me? I don't know. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're going to go for a dip. Bart takes a dart off of a nearby gaming table and throws it at the forehead of, throws it at a poster of Seymour Skinner. It hits him. The dart strikes his forehead. A wall lifts up. A wall lifts up. A wall retracts and reveals a water slide. Millhouse rips off his robe, revealing his swimsuit. Bart pulls off his shirt, and the boys take off down the slide. In first person POV. Bart and Millhouse fly out of the water slide and land in Flanders' pool. Oh, a wall of skateboards. Did we put that? Instead of arcade games, let's put skateboards. Video game consoles and arcades are, I get it, but also a little redundant. Hmm. Let me ask you this. Is it getting a little dim in here? I'm going to just make a quick light adjustment. One moment. Is that a little better? Let me see. It's a little better. It's a little better. That's all I want. A little better is fine. Okie dokie. Throws him down the water slide. Oh, yeah, Mook. Excellent addition. Okay. I still like the... Millhouse is a rogue. It's so within... I love that it's staying within Bart's character to still be pranky at this point, too. He's in a swimsuit. Bart pushes Millhouse down a slide, a water slide. And we'll put like that whole descending. But I don't have my water wings. This is actually good. I like that. It keeps Bart in the treehouse. It's true to Bart's character. And I think we still have the secret passageway is kind of like Skinner reality show. Love that. Oh, a slingshot with the AI targeting system. Maybe this will come back a little later. I don't, because it seems like a good moment for Marge, Homer, and Lisa and Maggie to interrupt. I think we can kind of get this. Maybe the skate park is a good place for this slingshot with the AI targeting system. I will find a new home for it. Okay. When does the treehouse segment end? Whenever the family arrives and interrupts the camera? Should interrupt the first person point of view. And maybe then we can write the TV crew exits the treehouse. Okay, boys, I think we got what we need. Let's see. Is there a famous reality host for celebrity home show? Maybe is what I'm thinking of. Drew Scott, Jonathan Scott, the Property Brothers. Secret celebrity renovation. Nancy O'Dell's Celebrities at Home, touring the personal spaces of well-known actors and musicians. Does everybody know who Nancy O'Dell is? I didn't know about her until I looked her up. I'll take a quick look. Nancy O'Dell. Crime expose. What happened to this lady? We cannot go down a rabbit hole. Celebrity homes. You'll see 30 seconds of this. After an unskippable commercial. Oh my God. Come on. Oh, this is like ETV? No, I can't use that. Ugh. Hope that doesn't cause a copyright strike. No clue on Nancy, right? Okay, some people just aren't like, and no shade to Nancy O'Dell. I'm sure she's watching the stream, but some people just don't have like that household reputation to be enough of a joke for it to matter. But if it were the Property Brothers, it just doesn't fit their genre. Okay. Land in Flanders pool. But I don't have my waterway. How about this, where he grasps a pool noodle in the shape of a cross. He clings to. That's very Flandersy. Zanny! How does it look like it's going, baby? It's going pretty good. We're writing a new scene. We're writing something in fun and games. So we're over here in Act 2, where Bart has just become the richest 10-year-old in Springfield, if not the world. And we're using the vehicle of Open Door from Architectural Digest or MTV Cribs, where we're being taken on a tour of Bart's new luxury treehouse. And we're Willy Wonka-ing this, right? We're carbonating our imaginations with what it could possibly look like, what Bart would have in this treehouse. So we have him riding up a glass elevator up the tree trunk that he puts his butt cheeks on. Butt cheeks, 2 words, FYI. There you go. A bunch of TVs, candy dispensers, milkshake machine, video game consoles, walls lined with skateboards. The TVs are playing Itchy and Scratchy and Krusty the Clown. Bart stomps on the ground. This is Italian marble. It didn't come from Italy. It came from Luigi's Pizza, and so did this pizza oven. Bart takes out a fresh pizza pie, smells it. Milhouse steps into frame wearing a burgundy robe and slippers. He blows into his bubble pipe. This is my pal Milhouse. He helped me stock my juice cellar. Milhouse opens up a wine fridge where classic juice boxes are stored horizontally. Of course we have the classics, Hawaiian Punch, Delaware Punch, High C, and of course some of the harder to find vintage juices. Here's a 97 Fruitopia. Milhouse holds up the Fruitopia bottle to the camera and the expiration date reads September 1997. This is one of the last 3 strawberry passion awareness in the world. Milhouse cracks the top and pours a liquid into wine glasses for him and Bart. They spin the liquid in the glass, sniff it, cheers, and sip. Milhouse sets his glass on the counter. Bart, now if you'll excuse me, Now, if you'll excuse Millhouse, he's going for a dip. He's going for a dip. Bart takes a dart off of a nearby gaming table and throws it at a poster of Seymour Skinner. The dart strikes his forehead and a wall. Let's say triggering a wall to retract, comma, revealing a water slide. Bart rips away Millhouse's robe. He's in a swimsuit. Bart pushes Millhouse down the water slide. Millhouse descending. How about descending, terrified? But I don't have my water wings. Lovely little bonus from Mookie there. Millhouse flies. Whoops. Flies out of the water slide and lands in Flanders' pool, where he clings to a pool noodle in the shape of a cross. Not bad. Maybe even like Todd and what's Flanders? Todd and what Flanders? Todd and Rod. Todd Flanders. You have this problem, Rod Flanders. If you could walk on water like Jesus. But back at the treehouse, let's put exterior Flanders pool. Continuous. Just keep our slug lines accurate. Back to Bart's luxury treehouse. Continuous. Bart watches Millhouse struggle from his Bayview window. He turns back to us. Okay, that's a pretty fun sequence, and it's still going. We have this beat that we're going to interrupt this show so we can kind of see the crew and realize that we haven't entered a new reality. And yes, we were doing a bit where Homer, Marge, Lisa, Maggie arrive to really see what's going on here. No clue on Nancy. Nancy Flanders? What do you mean Nancy? Nancy Cartwright? I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything, because you've been serving me bangers all day today, and I want to miss out in case there's something indeed you meant by Nancy. Ooh, let's see. How long have we been writing, by the way? Let me check. We have been writing 2 hours, 16 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's cool. Okay. Oh, Nancy O'Dell. Jesus. She's such a forgettable household name. Non-household name that I completely forgot that that's who we were referencing. I wonder if I'll remember her now from now on. I wonder if I'll be one of the few people who are like, "Are you talking about Nancy O'Dell?" I've never seen any of her work, but I know who she is. Okay, so let's tap the audience into a little bit of exposition. We're going to call this like an exposition sandwich because at this point in the script, we've jumped through time, which also means that we've just come back from a commercial break. So, in feature films and television, it's kind of different. In feature films, you wouldn't be so expositional telling the audience what they already know. But in television, where people potentially are watching this live on cable, but most likely not, the new obstacle is second screen viewing. Somebody coming in from the bathroom, just kind of like looking up from their phone. We just kind of need to orient them in time, space, and circumstance. So this is where the TVs, which actually serve the purpose. I know I talk about like trying to not show screens. In this case, Bart is about to own a media company because we're going to be parodying real oligarch life. I do think this is essential. We haven't come up with a prank AI name. We have Bartificial Intelligence, but that's the title of the episode and it's already been used before. We'll call it Prank AI for now. We need to workshop that. Keeps climbing. How about if the stock price keeps climbing? Next time you the next clubhouse of mine you tour will be in Dubai. I don't know. There's a funnier punchline there, and it's probably not even this sentence. That's probably not even the, oh, Hope and AI. Yeah, it is a different thing. It's got to be like Bart's thing. Like if you used Chat or Claude or whatever to code something and then took ownership of that thing. Don't you think? That's what I was thinking, anyway. Homer, off screen. Boy. You've been constructing. Reconstructing without permission. What's a synonym for redecorating? Synonyms for redecorate. Have you been refurbishing without permission? I like refurbishing. Just we turn to see Homer, Marge, carrying Maggie, and Lisa step off in the glass elevator. Cheek prints still on the glass, on the pane, so we don't overuse glass there. So now we get to talk about character motivation, right? This needs to feel honest. Homer's a little ridiculous, but we have Marge and Lisa in the room. So things are about to get honest, grounded, and we're about to hear the we're about to hear the other side of the coin is what I'm really trying to say here. So let me take a look at my beats. Upscale Treehouse, done. Oh yeah, so we also have the, so maybe I do need to rewrite this, right? Be in Dubai. Bart turns toward a TV with Ken Brockman. Gestures to a TV with Ken Brockman delivering a special come on report. Ken Brockman. Grave. Ken Brockman here. The special report. Local boy and tech mogul has officially become the richest 10-year-old in history. His revolutionary prank AI has made it easier for Ken touches his earpiece and listens. Yes. Mm-hmm. And this just in. And then we need another name, prank name. What's a prank name that would fool Ken Brockman? Is it Ken or Kent? Am I getting this wrong? We'll just do the work right here in the script. But as part of the writer's room, pitch me some ideas of like some more like see more butts, I need a pee, more what was it? Mo Ron, right? Sometimes I like it when Homer snaps into being smart for a split second. Boy, are you creating a distributed, self-optimizing computational intelligence architecture capable of emergent pattern synthesis, and then snaps out of it. I love that. I'm copying and pasting that. Hold on. I'll put or. We'll see what the scene actually calls for. We'll see what the scene calls for. But I like that too. Moop. I think you and I have similar taste. Maybe something related to news. Let's do some... I need a scoop. Or maybe it's like a Ron Burgundy situation. Or well, sugar, if you want a snack, you have to go up here. Come on. There you go. Thank you. Portrait of a Killer. It's Ken. I feel like it's Kent now. I'm starting to doubt myself. Kent's headshot. Is it Ken or Kent Brockman? Ken Brockman? Kent. It's Kent. It's going to screw up my character. Nailed Brockman, though. How can we prank a news anchor? They always do that kind of stuff, like Ethel Johnson is 113. She smokes cigarettes every day or whatever. Okay. In real life, there are the phonetic name traps, like the double entendres. Oh, okay. So maybe some the phonetic name trap, sure, but oh god, how are we doing? Tendres. This is tendres. Double entendres. This is where a writer's room comes in handy, y'all. A bunch of minds working together to come up with some pranks for Kent Brockman. You could suddenly have 4 or 5. Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed some. Let's see. Speaking of AI, I just put on the budget for tomorrow's paper an Associated Press story, ChatGPT for Teens, which launches Tuesday. No way. Really, Mookie? Is that real? Oh my god. Or are you Kent Brocking me right now? Brockmaning me. Kent Brockmaning me right now. Oh no. So it is getting worse. And of course they're gonna have like AI kids, where it's like they're gonna do it if there's a way to vertical or scale. Oh, that's so devastating. But the writer in me is saying, man, it's hard to. How do you satire life when it's already a joke, huh? Fudge. Because part of me was like, oh, well, prank AI for babies, or, babe-I. What, so like like an AI even Maggie can use? For real. Jeez. It's a real AP story, huh? Man, that's so devastating. I wasn't prepared to hear that news. Okay. Well, we're not stopping it here. Although I wish I could. Interesting. It's interesting that you volunteer that piece of information. Maybe there's something back here. When your characters act on their impulses and their nature, take big risks. Find the one in the core. Then look back. Right from a place of emotional resonance. I don't know. I don't know that any of those help the script right now. Okay. Here's what I will say. Is this... I'm just kind of starting to feel a little burnt out. I did have a full work shift before I came to do the writing. Is this a good place to end it? How do you guys feel over in the chat? Push through? Play Disco Elysium? Don't? Raid somebody? Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of just like hitting that. I'm just kind of hitting that wall a little bit, I think. But this is fun. I mean, like, we wrote 3 pages and we finished a scene. We wrote like 4 pages in a few hours, where most of that was like me trying to feed sugar and pacing around and talking to the chat. I'm pretty happy with this. We'll just take it one scene at a time. And guys, it gives us something to do next week. Also, let's see. I'll probably do some more writing sprints and some more Disco Elysium. I'm really having fun with my short stories. I hope that you're... Yeah, the scenes are coming along, right? Yeah, I'm happy with the scenes. And you know what? Like, I know we're going to rewrite all this. A first draft really reads like a first draft. You just can't escape it. But we have good bones. We did a lot of really good pre-writing and a lot of good work. And we're good writers, and we have to understand that nothing comes out perfect. And man, oh man, do I really enjoy getting to rewrite with you guys. Mook, you're really batting 1,000 today with the juice expiration and the Millhouse and the Road bit. And then, I know Terrible Novelist is hanging out with the GF, but came in hot with those prank names, huh? My goodness. It was a real fun day of writing. Okay, so with that being said, I'll do maybe like an hour of Disco Elysium because I really like it. It seems fun, it's dark, it's wicked a little bit, and wildly creative. So what I'm going to do is just briefly stop this stream, start a new stream, and yeah. And that'll be that. And then we'll play some disco. Does that sound good? So if you're on, hang tight. I'll be right back. If you're not going to stick around, thank you guys for joining me for the Simpsons Spec script. It was a lot of fun. The Simpsons are fun. There's a reason that they've been around for a bajillion years. They're the perfect vehicle to re-examine life through. The characters are so clear and such individuals. And the world is so rich and filled with such great tertiary characters who could do so much. Okay. With that being said, everybody hang tight, and we will be right back with Disco Elysium.